Hello everyone. I've been getting a lot of questions about Refi Now program and what the Refi Now program is that Fannie Mae released in summer of 2021. I decided to make a video of the new program. Freddie has a very similar program that we will discuss in another week to come. So let's dive into it. The Refi Now program does have an income limit. The borrower cannot exceed 80% AMI on qualifying income for the subject property location. To be able to find out what the borrower's AMI limit is, there's a website which is on this PowerPoint slide that you can go to and type in the property address. Refi Now has a few requirements to consider on the borrower's current loan. The current mortgage must be a conventional loan and it must be owned by Fannie Mae. To be able to determine if the current mortgage is owned by Fannie Mae, there's a website which can be found on this PowerPoint slide. The current loan must be seasoned for 12 months. The mortgage cannot be a repurchase agreement, indemnification, outstanding repurchase demand. Cannot be existing high LTV refinance loan. And it cannot be already a DU refi plus loan. Now let's dive into the requirements for our new loan. The new loan must be a fixed rate loan, must be a limited cash out. Prepaids and points cannot exceed $5,000 and cash out less than or equal to $250. High balance loans are not permitted. Must have identical borrowers on the new loan as the existing loan. Cannot have any new borrowers, but if you are removing a borrower, the borrower on the new loan must have made 12 months of payments from their own funds, and we must document this. The borrower must have a benefit to them for doing this loan program. The new loan must have a reduction in rate of at least 50 basis points and a reduction in a monthly payment of at least $50. For subordinate financing, it's only allowed to replace the existing subordinate financing. The new loan cannot pay off an existing subordinate financing, but the current subordination can be resubordinated. Now let's dive into the underwriting and documentation requirements for the Refi Now program. Most of this will be on your DU findings. If your loan is coded correctly, make sure you look at your DU. I will only touch on the big ticket items, but please make sure you read your DU. The minimum credit score is 620 for this program, and the max DTI is 65%. Yes, that's correct, 65%. You heard that correctly. We also need to make sure we look into the mortgage rating, as we cannot have any 30-day late payments in the last 6 months, and the borrower cannot have no more than one 30-day late in the last 7 to 12 months. Documenting income is a little different as well for this program. Fannie is requiring very light documentation. Make sure you always follow your AUS and company overlays. As you can see on the slide, Fannie Mae is asking for very minimum documentation. Underwriting the collateral on a Refi Now program is the same as a regular Fannie loan. But this part is very important for underwriters. When underwriting the file, please make sure you enter special feature code 8868 so your company gets a $500 credit once the loan is purchased if an appraisal was required. PIWs are acceptable for this loan program. There's a few other things that we need to keep in mind about this loan program. Refi Now can only be used one time. This loan program does not have an expiration date. MI is still required with all LTVs over 80%, and your DU will tell you the percentage of coverage required. All right, guys, that's it for this week. I appreciate everyone tuning in this week. Please make sure you share if you think this content will help anyone else. And see you guys next week.